Alright, welcome back to another day of painting. So what I'm going to work on today is her face right here needs to warm up quite a bit. So I'm going to work on that. My reference photo, her face is quite pale, but it's not working in the overall composition. So I'm going to warm that up quite a bit. Or she's starting to look kind of ice queeny. So I am using a product called Liquin. I'm just going to kind of get all of that wet. And Liquin is a great medium. It's very fatty, but it dries really quickly. So it's best to use it in very small areas and then work out from there. I'm gonna mix up some red and a little bit of yellow. The skin tones for Caucasian people at least is always some version of orange. I'm also gonna get a little bit of cerulean blue in there just to kind of tone it down so it's not quite so bright. A little touch of titanium white, and that should get a very cool orangey color. Alright, excellent. So I am using a technique called veiling, and veiling is very, very useful in oil painting. It's a very traditional technique, and what it means is you take thin layers of transparent color and you put it over. I'm looking at my reference photo, and again, her features are very, very pale in the reference photo, but I want to kind of tone that up, so I'm going to add, especially in the cheeks, just trying to warm her face up quite a bit. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of spread that out a little bit. Get a lot of that up. So it shows all of the paint underneath it. It's just changing the hue slightly to warm up her features. You get a little bit more of this mixture, add it through here. It's my husband sneezing in the back. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue. So kind of a really warm purpley color. Get that in here and up here. A little bit more blue. Get that through here and through here. Alright, I'm going to clean that paint off my brush. And then add some of the liquid, and then just kind of, you're picking up quite a bit. And actually, I'm seeing some other areas where this color could go. So I'm just kind of picking it up over here where there's too much, and adding it to where there is not enough. Now there was a time when I did many layers of veils to get this effect. But I've kind of gone away from that just for the sake of time. Because building up these layers takes a bit of patience. And then kind of I've gotten to the stage in my career where that level of patience is just not something I can afford anymore. There we go. This also gives me a chance to kind of blend in a little of these little areas that aren't quite seamless. And I don't want everything to be seamless. That's not the point of my art. But I don't want it to be seamy, if that's a word. I don't think it is, but you know. This is my video, so yeah, seamy, I don't want it to be. There we go. I'm gonna lift a little bit of that off here. Show a little bit more of what's underneath it. There we go. And a little bit more of that cool blue. Get that in there. Excellent. Need a little bit more through here. The forehead is probably the least blended, the most seamy. I'll try to smooth that out just a bit. I'm going to add a little bit more blue and then grab a little bit more of this titanium white. And when doing veils, you should be using transparent colors, and titanium white is most certainly not. It is one of the most opaque colors. But honestly, if you put enough medium in something, anything will become transparent. Now the reason I want some of this titanium white in here is because it is so opaque. It's going to allow me to blend some of these areas together. I'm noticing right here there should be a little bit more. And since I put the colors on first, and then as I am putting in this titanium white, those reds and oranges that I put on a little bit earlier kind of transform the color in the titanium white so that it kind of, I don't have to think so much. It kind of all just happens on the panel. There we go. I'm gonna bring this idea down into the neck. And the neck area has a lot of warmth to it, which I did not capture in my original pass. So I'm just going to get it even more saturated. There we go.